Yo, welcome back. Week of trading. Let's see how it goes. I am super excited for Monday. Like I'm fiending for Monday to already come. Matter of fact, no, let me stop. Let me stop. I was gonna say I was gonna trade on Asia today, but let's just stop. But yeah, today we are going to backtest Thursday 28 and Friday 29. So let's get started. There was news at 8:30, which honestly doesn't even affect us. Which it honestly created a fair value gap, which I already have it marked out, as well as other fair value gaps. Let's see what. Oh, Asia moved a lot, and London didn't do nothing. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to a higher time frame. Yeah, on this one, we actually respected this fair value gap, the massive fair value gap, and the 15 minute. This is a 30. If I'm not mistaken, no. Yeah, it's a 15-minute fair value gap, both of them. The massive one is actually a 1 hour fair value gap, which honestly, yeah, as long as we stayed above this, we are looking for longs on ES. On NQ, I did saw that we actually inverse it, because yeah, we did. Hmm. Honestly, market is giving me both directions, which I honestly think we are going higher. If we don't close above this, beneath this 5 minute lows, and if we do, we are going lower. Other than that, yeah, we are in this massive fair value gap to go down. But if we want to go down, we'll have to possibly inverse this fair value gap, which no, we actually respected this. So you guys can see this one we actually didn't respect it. Well, we are in the process of seeing if we should respect it or not. We inversed it on NQ. We stayed beneath it, creating a SMT, but that was before pre-market. Hmm. Yeah, possibly going long. We're gonna have to see and wait if we inverse this the 5 minute that I showed y'all. So, yeah, let's get started already. Let's see what market does when it opened. Okay, we went down, which yeah wants us to go up. Let's see if we inverse this. Or if we don't, there you go. We inversed on NQ, we didn't on ES. We are sweeping out these. Is these equalos? No, we actually swept them out. Swept them out, and as well we didn't inverse it. Okay. I'm honestly just waiting for equilibrium to form. There we go. We actually filled equilibrium while creating the equilibrium on NQ, as you can see, and I would have honestly entered around here since we did close above previous 1 minute. Boom. And target obviously this highs. Is this considered? Not really. This would be considered one. Again, since NQ is actually not deleting index this time, I'm going to have to wait for ES. If ES take out this highs before NQ, I'm gonna have to take it out. Um, well, I mean, I mean, yeah. Instead, TP. I remember this was news actually. So I mean, yeah, instant TP. Yeah. What can I say? Yeah, instant TP. Hmm. I'm debating whether I should have waited for equilibrium on the 1 minute or not. Possibly no. Yeah, possibly nah. It should have been good. So yeah, this would have been the trade for Thursday, and honestly, the only trade because after this massive news, market can be very manipulative. So yeah, well, not really. Before you use your, obviously, your your profits. Other than that, let's move on to Friday. Yeah, matter of fact, I obviously now that I'm seeing it, since we did inverse this, yeah, this would have been better since we did inverse it and we were going way far, way too far of my stop loss. I mean, yeah, that would have been the trade. hmm Other than that, yeah, let's move on again to Friday and the last day for today. Okay, home, home, Friday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, even before, I mean, we are at all-time highs, so there's pretty much nothing we can do right now other than just to wait and see if market is going to retrace once we hit all-time highs. That's the only thing we can do. Other than that, there's pretty much nothing else for Friday. I mean, let's see what the other sessions did. Yeah, I'm looking. Ooh, we're looking solid for a short if we actually retrace once we hit all-time highs. Hopefully we can retrace so we can take out this all of this liquidity. But let's see what market does when it opens. Straight to TP, straight to all-time highs. I mean, yeah, right now I'm just checking for. I mean, there's pretty much almost nothing to see other than a few fair value gaps here and there. I mean, what else can we say? We are at all-time highs. Indeed, okay. I mean, yeah. Honestly, I am looking for longs since we are still, since we are in this fair value gap, which we actually respected it. Well, we are respecting it right now. So, yeah, let's just see and wait if we actually retraced or not. Boom. So we did retrace back into this, if I believe, 30-minute. Yeah. This last stack of fair value gap. as well as this one right here. And also created a SMT. If I do recall, there we go. Created a SMT. We actually inversed this. Yeah, I actually want to go higher, but we're gonna have to see if we close above this 5 minutes, which is probably not. I honestly don't see it happen. We also have this 5 minute as well as this 5 minute, which obviously we're not respecting, so we are going higher on NQ and as well as on ES. Let's see what market does. Okay, we close above, right? We also inverse this 5 minute fair value gap, but on NQ we stayed below. Huh. Okay. We inverse this 30 minute, this 15 minute. Oh, let's see how it reacts to this. Okay, so since we actually didn't respect this fair value gap, 5 minute fair value gap, I am anticipating that since market is giving us at first both directions, well, right now we're seeing that on both of the charts we didn't respect the 5 minute fair value gap, which means there is more possibility for us to go down than to go up, because if we would have gone up, we would have closed above this 5 minute as well as on NQ, which we didn't, which I'm honestly looking for longs. We did inverse that. We barely touched into this. Hmm. Which charts should I place my trade on? Hmm. I'll say thank you because it's the more bearish chart as well as the most least leading index. So let's just wait for us to close beneath this in order for us to see if we actually are going up or down. Yeah, we're not closing above this 5 minutes, so yeah, I am anticipating that we inverse this fair value gap possibly. Hope. Let me stop it right there. Possibly go and take out these, or possibly take out these equal lows. So let me take it on NQ. Yeah, we inverse it on NASDAQ. On ES, we didn't, but we can anticipate that. I mean, we didn't close above it, so we are going lower, which means I honestly would have this. So we did that. Close beneath this one previous 1 minute lows. So I would have shorted on there. But also the risk to reward ratio is a bit too far, so yeah, would have traded on ES short a bit less. Yeah. Mm. Let's wait for a 1 minute equilibrium. There we go. On here, around there. Target these. Hmm, we did something wrong. We indeed did something wrong. What can we say? I mean, yeah, honestly, we did. I mean, am I stupid, bro? We closed above those previous 5 minute, respecting that fair value gap, the 30 minute, if I believe so, which means we are going up. How could I have chosen a 5 minute, a 5 minute fair value gap over a 30 minute, bro. That is insane. Honestly, would have had to wait for equilibrium to go to upside. What am I doing? Yeah, since we did respected it, yeah, it means we are going up. Yeah, yeah, and since we didn't actually hit equilibrium at this time, we can anticipate that we are actually going to go a bit lower because we haven't closed above this 5 minute straight away when once we touch this fair value gap zone. So we would have waited for this 5 minute equilibrium. Boom, touched. Okay, and obviously would have placed my longs right here. Yeah, and aim for a 1-to-1 because we have this 15-minute high and as well as this 15-minute fair value gap, which that would have been my target. There we go. Yeah, my bad. Y'all caught me slacking a little bit right there. I was honestly trying to remember what trade I took so I could have taken the right one. I did trade along, but I traded right here, but I got stopped out because obviously we wanted to go down to fill the equilibrium zone, the discount zone. So that would have been the trade for today, a 1-to-1, 1.1 risk to reward ratio. And yeah, my bad. Y'all caught me super lacking. Like, y'all caught me lacking. Why would I choose a long over a short? I already talked about it. Since on one of the charts we actually inverted and the other one we didn't, it's almost like the Thursday one we went the direction that we inverse that we closed above the previous 5 minute highs as well as we did inverse this 5 minute fair value gap, which I needed to only wait for equilibrium, and I knew we was going to hit the equilibrium zone once we didn't respect this fair value gap on NQ on the 5 minute. So yeah, my bad. Y'all caught me slacking. But honestly can't remember. But this was a backtesting day with me. So we can be ready for Monday. So excited for Monday. Let's see if we can hopefully pass this eval, move on to a funded and get my first payout. So I mean, yeah, I'm excited for this Monday, this new month. Let's keep at it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be wraps. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for a live trading. See ya.